Have you ever considered that your spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, or non-binary partner might possibly be out there cheating on you? Whether it is through texting, sharing intimate emotional discussions, or even kissing and sexual intercourse, cheating comes in many different forms for monogamous relationships. Indeed, hiring an experienced private investigator in Oklahoma from Oklahoma Judicial Process Servers to help you conduct cheating spouse private investigations in Oklahoma can have many benefits. Some of the wonderful benefits of hiring a licensed Oklahoma City, Oklahoma private detective at Oklahoma Judicial Process Servers to conduct cheating spouse private investigations in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma are as follow. Surveillance. Your private detective in Moore, Oklahoma, from Oklahoma Judicial Process Servers can conduct cheating spouse private investigations in Norman, Oklahoma by conducting real-time live pursuit surveillance. Tracking devices. In many instances, your private investigator in Edmond, Oklahoma, from Oklahoma Judicial Process Servers can place a tracker onto the vehicle and/or phone of the person of interest for cheating spouse private investigation cases in War Acres, Oklahoma. Catfishing. Our licensed private detectives in Oklahoma City from Oklahoma Judicial Process Servers can conduct cheating spouse private investigations in Shawnee, Oklahoma by creating fake profiles and see if your spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, or non-binary partner is cheating on you via sex and dating apps like Tinder, aka catfishing. Drone surveillance. Want a licensed private investigator in Piedmont, Oklahoma, from Oklahoma Judicial Process Servers to conduct cheating spouse private investigations in Yukon, Oklahoma for you via drone surveillance? Let one of Oklahoma Judicial Process Servers' drones bring in real-time live feed of your spouse's, girlfriend's, boyfriend's, non-binary partners, activities, and whereabouts. The following is a list of risk factors associated possible indicators of an unfaithful spouse. Your spouse/partner has suddenly started working out or losing weight. Your spouse/partner has been making unexpected purchases for jewelry, dinners you did not eat, and hotels you did not stay at. Your spouse/partner has a sudden interest in/has begun buying things like lingerie, getting sudden makeovers/haircuts, etc. You and your spouse/partner have stopped having sexual intercourse, any kissing, intimacy. Your spouse/partner has recently begun coming home late, leaving early without a very valid reason. You and/or your spouse/partner has suddenly gotten a sexually transmitted disease, STD, like herpes, HIV/AIDS, chlamydia, gonorrhea, etc. You find condoms/birth control pills that do not belong to you and were not used in conjunction with your sexual intercourse. Your wife or husband/partner who is transgender or non-binary has gotten pregnant or recently had an abortion. You find intimate text messages from unknown numbers and people located on your spouse's/partner's phone, computer, iPad, etc. Your spouse/partner has suddenly instituted a password, phone lock, on her, his, their, phone, iPad, social media that you have no access to. Your spouse/partner begins mentioning the two of you should begin seeing someone else. You find divorce paperwork, payment to a process server in Oklahoma, or your spouse/partner talks frequently about splitting up. Your spouse/partner has moved out to another undisclosed location. Your spouse/partner begins receiving nice, sudden gifts from strangers. The items above merely contain a partial list of things you might see happen if you suspect infidelity. There is no time to lose. You need to contact a private investigator in Oklahoma City from Oklahoma Judicial Process Servers for infidelity and cheating spouse private investigations in Norman, Oklahoma today. Risk factors associated with a higher frequency of spousal infidelity/cheating spouse cases. Licensed private detectives in Oklahoma at our private detective agency in Yukon, Oklahoma are not inexpensive. But by foregoing the hiring of a private investigator in El Reno, Oklahoma, from Oklahoma Judicial Process Servers to conduct private investigations in Mustang, Oklahoma for you will run the following substantial risks. You could contract an incurable sexually transmitted disease, STD, like herpes or HIV/AIDS. You could risk all your finances, i.e. home, retirement, savings/checking accounts, alimony, child support. Infidelity/cheating spouses take a huge emotional toll on an individual. The physical toll, i.e. insomnia, hair loss, stress, etc., from cheating spouses/infidelity in a marriage/relationship can take a devastating physical toll on a person. Are you really saving money by not hiring a licensed private detective in Guthrie at Oklahoma Judicial Process Servers to conduct infidelity and cheating spouse private investigations in Edmond, Oklahoma? Is not hiring an Oklahoma City, Oklahoma private investigator from Oklahoma Judicial Process Servers truly worth the risk, or are you simply risking too much by trying to be too frugal? Know the risk factors for spouses/partners who are more likely to cheat on you. If your spouse/partner has any of the following common risk factors, it is much more likely that she, he, they are at a greater risk of infidelity that necessitates the hiring of a private investigator in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, at Oklahoma Judicial Process Servers to conduct cheating spouse and spousal infidelity private investigations in Edmond, Oklahoma cases. Your spouse/partner is exceptionally physically attractive, and others frequently approach her, him, them to flirt. Your spouse/partner has a past record of cheating, infidelity. Your spouse/partner is in a high-level job, CEO, politician. Your spouse/partner is very financially wealthy. Your spouse/partner has any pre-existing issues with any of the following: anger, self-esteem, lack of love, low commitment, need for variety, neglect, sexual desire, poor self-control, bad decision-making when opportunities to cheat exist, situational and opportunistic maladaptive behavior. Do any of these describe your spouse/partner? If so, then the opportunity for cheating and infidelity increases greatly, especially if your spouse/partner has more than one of these factors listed above that play adversely against your relationship together. Why wait for bad news to arrive? The time to contact an experienced private investigator in Moore, Oklahoma at Oklahoma Judicial Process Servers to conduct cheating spouse and infidelity private investigations in Oklahoma is now. A comprehensive risk assessment analysis of your situation. Please contact the owner, Dr. Makayla Keefe, and her team of experienced licensed private detectives in Yukon, Oklahoma, at Oklahoma Judicial Process Servers now to conduct private investigations in Moore, Oklahoma for cheating spouse and infidelity cases. She and her private investigators in Norman, Oklahoma have a plethora of experience to assist you to try to help you determine if your spouse/partner is indeed cheating on your relationship. To provide each client with a full analysis whether they need a licensed private investigator in Midwest City, Oklahoma, at Oklahoma Judicial Process Servers for a cheating spouse private investigation in Bethany, Oklahoma, Dr. Makayla Keefe and her team of private investigators in Norman, Oklahoma will review the information listed above with you to determine the following things. If your spouse/partner came into the marriage with a higher risk of infidelity and cheating because of certain factors, such as being exceptionally physically attractive, financially wealthy, in a position of power/high profile at work, etc. If your spouse/partner is currently displaying any associated behaviors, such as coming home late at night without a very valid reason, that are indicative of a higher possibility of having a cheating spouse who is engaging in infidelity. Once our private investigator in Norman at Oklahoma Judicial Process Servers has conducted a thorough assessment of your cheating spouse and infidelity private investigation case in Oklahoma City, she/he/they will ask you the following information about your case: the full name of your spouse/partner and any associated nicknames, pictures of your spouse/partner for identification purposes, the make, model, and year of your spouse/partner's vehicle, pictures of spouse/partner's vehicle and license plate, the residential and work addresses of your spouse/partner, your spouse/partner's work schedule if known, names and locations of places your spouse/partner enjoys frequenting, names, pictures, vehicle information, work, and address info, etc. of anyone you suspect your spouse/partner might be cheating with, the dates and times you want us to go watch your spouse/partner, a clear written explanation of everything you want us to do and why. Once you provide our Dr. Makayla Keefe and our private detective in Tulsa, Oklahoma, at Oklahoma Judicial Process Servers with the requested information, she/he/they will be able to assist you with your Oklahoma cheating spouse and infidelity private investigations case.